Hey YouTube, today I'm gonna go camping with my cat. I know you may think you've heard that wrong, but nope, that's exactly what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go on a little camp trip. Basically, my plan is just to go on a one night um, camping trip and just bring my cat along and see how that works out. And yeah, so we'll see how that works out. Alright, so first things first, I've got to talk my cat into going camping with me. Hello. Hi, Sheba. Do you want to go camping? Oh, yes. So you might be wondering how I'm going to actually get my cat there. I just have this little cat transportation system, if you will, that I got from Amazon. And so I'm just going to get her in there and hopefully she'll go in there. Hold on. Oh, this is hard to do with one hand. Okay, yep. Good kitty. Good kitty. Okay, yeah. There you go. Okay, I'm just gonna lock her up in there and then drive over to the campsite. Alright, guys, so here's the situation. I got here just a little bit later than I expected. It's already getting dark, so I'm going to have to set up camp pretty quickly and get us settled in. So I'll check back in a few minutes. Alright guys, this is my tent. Got it laid out, got a place to set up camp. It is a little dark, a little bit darker than I wanted it to be, but that's alright, I'm just going to have to move quickly, and I'll get set up in no time. Alright, it shouldn't take too long. I just have to get the rain fly on real quick, and that should be all for the outside. My cat here is just on the other side, waiting for me to finish. And so yeah. Alright, so now I'm going to set some up the inside and see what we got here. Watch out there. I'm going to try not to bring in any dirt from the outside because that will be a mess. It's, by the way, I forgot to mention this, but it is the middle of August by the time that I'm filming this, and so it is a little hot. Summer camping is not my favorite. I prefer fall, but you know, you go when you can. And I finally had some time off of work that I could make for this, so I just decided to give it a shot. Alright, so basically, very simple setup, nothing too fancy. As you can tell, I'm not one of those people that uses the highest grade equipment out there. I just buy my stuff from Walmart, so yeah, nothing really to that. So, but I should be good for the night. Okay guys, so it was somewhat a mission success. Even though I got here late, I still was able to set up my camp in time, and so not all hope, oh, there she is. Yep, so not all hope is lost. Now I'm gonna dig into the Word and spend some time with God. Okay, so now I'm just gonna get into my late Bible study here with Queen Sheba, and yeah, usually I'd prefer to do this around 6:30, but you know, I showed up a little bit later than I expected, and you kind of got to go with the flow on that one. But I'm gonna get in this and probably go to bed after this, and I'll check back in the morning. It is currently 5 o'clock in the morning. The night was fairly good. It did rain a lot more than I expected, and so that was interesting. My tent is soaked, and so that's gonna be fun to back up. But even if I
if I just barely graze the wall of my tent, it will start dripping everywhere. So that's a lot of fun. But overall, it wasn't too bad. So I'm just gonna get ready to pack up and head back home. So yeah, as you can see, the outside of my tent is just soaked. It was on the weather app. It said it was only going to be overcast, so I wasn't expecting it to be too bad, even if it did rain. But there were some moments where it was getting a little bleak, so I wasn't too sure if I was gonna stay, but it ended up being all right. As long as I didn't braze the wall, because then water would just get everywhere. But also, it wasn't too bad either way, because it is summertime. It is fairly warm still, so it's not like I was freezing. But if you're wondering why I'm getting up so early, it is Sunday and I gotta get ready to go to church. So, yeah, I'm not sure if you guys go camping before you go to church, but, anyways, so that's my plan. Alright, so I'm officially back now. It's currently around 6 a.m. and so I got plenty of time to get ready for church. And you might be wondering what provoked this idea. Um, I went on a camping trip a few years ago, and this family had brought both a dog and a cat. And I guess I never really thought about bringing a cat camping until I saw that, and I was like, you know what? I think you can get away with it. Like I think it is possible, and so it's something I've always wanted to try since. Um, I like both dogs and cats, and I have taken my dog camping before, but I wanted to give this a shot and see how well it worked. And overall, it wasn't too bad. Um, there are some things like when I was trying to go to bed, my cat was kind of picking at the tent, like she was trying to get out because she wasn't really certain what what was going on because it wasn't typical with our routine. But not too long, she settled down and it wasn't too bad. Um, the only other thing is when it started raining badly, like it was a storm pretty much, and that was a little sketchy because I wasn't really sure if it got too bad, and it started raining like through the tarp, which has happened to me once before. Then I would have had to pack up and head back home. But overall, it wasn't a horrible experience. Um, I think I would do it again. As far as the future with this, I plan on making more videos like this. This wasn't the most ideal video because, I showed up later than I expected and left a little bit earlier. And so it's kind of hard to film in the dark. So I plan on being more, having a little bit more detail involved whenever I make another one of these. This was just kind of a quick video I wanted to try with the bit of time that I have off right now. And so I'm a big believer in making use of the time that you have off. You can do a lot. Um, so anyways, that's the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed and stay blessed.